Hi guys, it's Frankie from Frankie Tech. Good to see you guys again. And I'm here not with the Street Tech first look, guys. I'm a little bit under the weather due to my first dose of the BioNTech vaccine, but I still wanted to take a moment here to share my first look of this phone, the Redmi K40 Game Enhanced Edition, and your first look on Frankie Tech of the Redmi K40 Game Enhanced Edition with this fighting logo on the back. And let me tell you guys, I was hoping to get this one a little bit earlier, but you know what? I've been out for the count, guys, under the weather. And this phone basically would have arrived this weekend, but you know what? That's not the beginning of the problems that I may be noticing with this phone already. But let's do a quick rundown here. Design, display. Now, this is another entrant in the never-ending K40 series of phones. And of course, this is the first gaming phone that Redmi has ever released. So could this be replacing Black Shark? That's a really good question. But in terms of design, let me tell you, it's a very nice look. You know, we got this kind of subtle color, obviously, in black, but we got the aluminum edges, you can see there, USB-C, and of course, we have the shoulder trigger buttons. That's one of the key highlights in terms of hardware. Everything else, it really does feel like a Redmi K40, just kind of a souped up. You got the camera module that looks really nice. I do love this charging flash. That is such a nice little look there. And overall, guys, I mean, this is a K40 through and through, but with a gaming touch. And of course, the display is one of the highlights of this thing. There you see it, 120 hertz refresh rate. And let's go ahead and improve the color scheme here. I always like it a little bit, just a little bit warmer there and a little bit more saturated. And you see we also have anti-flicker mode on this as well. We're going to keep it on regular because then it switches it automatically, though, to 120 hertz. And there you see it's a beautiful, smooth display. And they've actually flipped the display underneath the back here to the back like the iPhone, and that means you're going to have a much smaller bezel here at the bottom. You can see the bezel is very tiny. Now, of course, in terms of performance, Dimensity 1200 makes its debut here on the channel, and I can't wait to fully test this out. Of course, I have not done that yet, but stay tuned, of course, for my patented anti-throttling test between this phone and some of the other terrific Snapdragon chipsets that I do have right in my possession as well. In terms of audio, this is actually important, guys, because this unit, let me put this down for a second. This unit is all about audio, and there you see it. You got the high-res audio, fighting whatever it takes to be winners, and a big winner here is going to be that sound by JBL. And this phone box, of course, high energy warning, guys. It's all about just the gaming experience, and the audio experience, of course, is going to be a big part of that. But you see here dual speakers on this device, top and bottom, and of course, I'm sure they're going to sound terrific. In terms of camera, I have taken a few quick shots already with the should be 108 megapixel camera. Freezing speediest. Interesting. Sorry, guys. I'm a little bit tired. Mostly night shots, though, that I've taken. And just showing you guys here the 1x, 2x, 5x, and 10x. Looking very promising. Here you can see is one of the shots. Pretty good detail overall. Typical ultra-wide performance, though, not going to be very good, especially at night. But I was very impressed with the portrait shot that I got, and you can see the detail is looking really good as well. Flower details there. Very nice, too. So, like I said, guys, an initial, just first look here of this Game Enhanced Edition. But now comes the kind of unfortunate part, guys, because this could spell the end of me buying Chinese phones, or at least China Xiaomi phones, and reviewing them on the channel. And let me tell you why. Because guess what? This is the first time we are seeing on Frankie Tech MIUI version 12.5. And that in itself is amazing. That in itself is really cool. And I will definitely be doing a video on MIUI 12.5. Stay tuned for that. maybe later this week once I'm feeling a bit better. But you can see we have some pretty cool, this wallpaper here, you have always on display. And let's see the wallpapers that we do have, because there are some apparently pretty good ones here. Ooh, look at these. Liquid color wallpapers. I'm liking those. Those are looking great. And a number of other things that we can find here with MIUI 12.5. But now here comes the sad part, because we all know MIUI 12.5 was going to be a challenge for Google. And, Xiaomi has said no, like for the flagship phones, for other phones, those are still going to be able to work with Google and MIUI 12.5. Well, guys, I have officially tried to install Google apps on this phone, and there you see it. And I've used a few methods, the typical methods with the Xiaomi installer version 3.0. And there you see it. I cannot get into it. And in fact, if you click here, if any of you guys speak Chinese, definitely would love to get a translation for this. I'm going to take a screenshot of this. I'll be sharing that on Twitter soon to show you the error message that I'm getting. And I think that pretty much means this phone cannot run Google Apps, which means it's going to be a very quick review process for this K40 Enhanced Edition. And honestly, guys, it's a bummer because I've reviewed a lot of China releases in the past. I pretty much built up my channel doing it. But let's face it, guys, without Google Apps, it's not right for me to be reviewing these phones and giving them my full review treatment when I really can't use them the way that I normally would. And there may be other channels out there who are okay with that kind of thing, checking out hardware. But for me, reviewing a device is all about having that full experience. And if I can't download Google Apps anymore on the China variant phones from Xiaomi, well, that spells the end of the China variants of Xiaomi here on Frankie Tech. But anyways, guys, just a quick first look here. Of course, I will be trying to download some games on this device soon and be doing that whole thing. And maybe we'll do some extra content on this. But as I mentioned before, guys, 12.5 was a big concern. And now it looks like we may have the answer. This may be a no-go for all you guys considering importing. But stay tuned, of course, to my full in-depth review for this K40 Gaming Enhanced Edition coming soon. But hit me up in the comments. Are you concerned about that? Is this a serious concern? Because let me tell you guys, for me, it definitely is. And this may thwart my opportunities to review these types of China phones moving forward. But hit me up in the comments. I'd love to hear about it. And that's it for this video. If you liked it, give me that thumbs up. And if you love the content of Frankie Tech, subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell icon for future updates. Oh, man, I'm tired, guys. I am tired. So it's time for me to take some rest, have some dinner, put on a movie, because I'm definitely feeling lightheaded and it's time to sit down and relax for a bit. Anyways, wish I could have done a more in-depth one tonight for you all, but appreciate the understanding. And stay tuned, of course, for more great content here on Frankie Tech. And this is where I leave you by saying, this is Frankie Tech signing off. Have a good one. No Google Apps. Bummer.